Good afternoon, friends. Teresa from Star Stylist Homestead. So today I'm actually going to make my Philly cheesesteak casserole. I'm debating on whether to use all the meat I took out or not. Right now I have my shaved steak. I'm going to put this in my pan and see how much it makes. This is the really fine shredded. As a matter of fact, before I even put it in the pan, I'm just going to shred it up, seeing that it is not frozen or anything, because I took it out yesterday. This stuff is great for grinders. I don't know how it's going to be for a casserole, because this is really finely sliced. And I've never made this casserole before, so I want to shred it up, get it going. I have all my vegetables, my onions. Oh, this is a pretty thick piece. All right, this might be enough for it, or what I'm doing anyway. So anyway, I have those all over there. I cut up all my peppers and stuff and froze them the other day, and turned around and wanted to make this. Yeah, this might be enough meat. So we're going to get this meat going, and this will take no time at all because it's so thin. So let me get this going. I am going to put my salt and pepper on here now while this is going. And then we're going to take this out and we're going to do our vegetables. And then we'll add it all together. I have my oven going, heating up to 350 degrees right now. I sprinkled about a tablespoon or so of garlic powder on this. And this is all done. So I'm just going to take this out. And I am only using this meat because that's plenty. There's only 3 of us here. Put that back on there. Put some olive oil in this pan. And then I'm going to get my vegetables going. The recipe will be below for this. Alright, I have my water going. I have about 2 cups of egg noodles right here that I'm going to be using also. So I've got that going. In the meantime, I'm going to bring you over here. I'm just going to mix all this together. I have a cup of mozzarella and a cup of mild cheddar, only because I don't have provolone cheese. Otherwise, it's mozzarella and provolone. I have 8 ounces of softened cream cheese. I'm going to put that right in there. And it wasn't soft, so I had to microwave it for 30 seconds. And I have a half a cup of sour cream. I'm going to stick that right in with my cheeses. This is going to be a nice, quick meal. Because that, you've seen the, I'm just going to mix this up in here. You've seen how fast the steak cooked. Like 2 minutes and it was done. Maybe 3. My vegetables are behind you cooking. And then this is going in the oven. Make sure your cream cheese is soft, FYI. Because you see, mixing this together, if it wasn't soft, that would be miserable. So I have my pan, 9x13 pan, right here ready. Alright, I'm going to set this off aside. And I'm going to go grab my breadcrumbs for the topping, because this is almost all done. I just need my my noodles. And those will only take 5 minutes, so you might want to put those on when you start your steak. So that they're all ready. While I'm waiting for that, my vegetables are done. I'm just going to add my meat back in here. It is off. I shut it off just to combine these a little bit. And let me tell you, even though this is a casserole, you could totally make all this without that and put it right on a grinder or sub roll. This would be phenomenal. I have a feeling, and I might even change up my casserole a bit and do half and half in case we want to put this on a roll. I don't know, we'll see. Friends, I forgot my garlic and Worcestershire sauce. So I'm just going to put about a tablespoon or two of that right in with the onions and stuff. I didn't turn it back on. I'm just mixing it in, and I'm going to skip my garlic just because I don't want to turn this back on, and I'm good with that. I don't usually have garlic with my steak and cheese anyway, so there's that. And what I'm going to do, because we have to add all this together, I'm going to wait until my pasta's done, which is about 2 more minutes. I'm going to strain that and then dump everything right into this pan, mix it in, and put it in. I did melt 2 tablespoons of butter, and it's a little more than a half a cup of breadcrumbs. I'm using the Italian panko, and what I did, I took my butter and I buttered this whole pan so that I didn't want to spray it. I just wanted to butter it. So there's that. And alrighty, here we go. I'm going to add my pasta back in this pan, and then I'm going to add half of this, or a little more than half, seeing that that pan is still warm. And then we're going to add the meat, all this in. Wow, this smells so good. Oh, I forgot I was going to leave half of it without the pasta. That's all right. It'll still be yummy. And I got rid of that one. And then I'm going to add the rest of the cheese right on top of that. And we're just going to mix it all together. I think it might have been easier, I'm just thinking, with that cream cheese and stuff to put it on top of it. But we'll see. It might actually work out to my benefit that this pan was still warm, because it's melting that cheese a little bit, see? As I'm mixing it. Oh my gosh, that smells yummy, my friends. And that was more than enough meat. And you can add whatever you want in here for vegetables. It doesn't have to be the same thing I have. But let me tell you, this is, look at that. This is looking good. And my son has a hard time with pasta, the red sauce. This is a little add-in to finish what I was going to say about my son. He can't eat the red sauce because he gets heartburn really bad. So it's working out perfect that it isn't a red sauce, but it's a pasta, because I miss my pasta. So back to the video. Oh, see, that warm pan worked perfect because it melted the cheeses for me. So let's bring it over here now. Okay. And now we're going to dump this right into this pan. Whoa. Wow, that's a lot of food. I think I might call my sis, see if she wants to come over for dinner. If she answers her phone. She doesn't seem to these days. All right. Oh yeah, look at that, my friends. All right. I'm going to mix this while my butter is still melted. So, that's done. Let's get this off of here. And dinner's done, my friends. That was like no time at all. This is going to go into the oven at 350 degrees for about 25 minutes. Before I do that, I'm going to sprinkle the rest of this cheese. Just because there's never too much cheese in my world. How about yours? Oh yeah. The recipe doesn't call for that step, but I'm going to put a little bit more of this too, seeing that I have some more left. Make it look colorful. Might as well use the rest of it. Oh yeah, friends. Look at that. How beautiful is that? And because my hands are clean, I'm just gonna sprinkle this over the top like this. And like I said, it's going in an oven, 350 oven, 20-25 minutes. Because everything's cooked, so you're just basically heating this back up. All right, so now I'm going to stick it in the oven, 20 to 25 minutes. That was like one of the easiest meals I have ever made, my friends. And it smells amazing. I cannot wait to taste that. So I'll be back when that comes out. Look at there, friends. That just came out. And listen. It's screaming, saying, do not even attempt to take a bite of me right now. I just took it out. That was 30 minutes. Now I'm going to let that cool down, and I'll be back for the taste test. Yummy, yummy. Look here, friends. Doesn't that look yummy? And then I have my dish. So it is time to do the taste test. I have my pasta salad, my broccoli salad with it. Look at this. Oh, let me put you down a little bit. Doesn't that look delicious? So, let's try it out, shall we? Gotta say, I've never had it with pasta before. I've always had it on a sub. Wow, that is yummy. That's really good. I let it cool just enough that it's not scorching my mouth. Look at that. And this was so easy to make. There you have it, my friends. Make it super easy. If you like steak and cheese grinders or submarine sandwiches, whatever you guys call them, this is amazing with the pasta. Really good. You can use any kind of pasta you want. Doesn't have to be. I chose these because they're lighter for pasta. And I had used it in my soup, and I just wanted to use the rest of the package. So there's that. Anyway, like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, thank you. I appreciate you, each and every one of you. But leave a comment. I love comments. If you try it, let me know. You don't have to give me credit for it. I don't care. But if you want to share my video, does that too. So anyway, you guys enjoy. Have a great weekend. Today is Thursday. Not sure what I'm going to do tomorrow. I have some people coming over. But you'll see me again soon. Have a good one, guys. Ciao for now.